All right, so I'm talking a little bit about pistol optics today because I had my first major problem with a pistol optic yesterday at a match. So it's just a local match, so not really a big deal. But um, I was shooting my Glock 34 with a Vortex Compdot. This is not the Vortex Compdot, but it's very similar. I'll get to that in a moment. Um, and anyway, I shot my first stage really well. Everything went fine. And then about halfway through the second stage, my dot just died completely. Like, it was just like dot was gone. And I was like, what the heck is happening? So I spent too much time like fiddling with it on the clock and just ended up point shooting the rest of the stage. And to a mediocre level of success. There was like some 25-yard targets on that stage, so obviously it didn't go great. I got a few mics, but oh well, it is what it is. So anyway, I was like, what the heck? Like, my dot just died. Going to the safety table, go and mess around with it. Seemed like the battery was losing connectivity under recoil. So I put a piece of electrical tape on top of the battery. That's kind of a thing that I've done with batteries in sights and other things before if they're having trouble with that, especially on these with the way the battery cap like flips open on the Compdots and Defender XLs. So that sort of fixed it for about 6 shots, and then it died again on the next stage, and I was pretty like just confused and kind of upset at that point. So point shot my way through that stage. Only had one mic on that stage. I managed to hang 2 alpha on a like 10-yard swinger without a dot, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. But anyway, yeah, died again, and so I went and I changed the battery and had tape on the battery, all of that. By the way, the battery that I started the match with was like literally brand new. I put it in like a week ago or something. Like, there's no reason it should have been dead. But anyway, then on the final stage, the classifier stage actually of the match, I had a dot for the entire stage, but it was not zeroed. So like my entire zero shifted and all my shots were going way to the right, like 6-8 inches. So I had a bunch of like Charlies and a couple Deltas that were like, what the heck, like where did that come from? So that was pretty frustrating, but it is what it is, I guess. So anyway, Vortex, though, being the company that they are, has an awesome warranty. So even though that Compdot totally like died on me, I had about 4,000 rounds through it. I'd had it since like November or December, but so for what that's worth, 4,000 rounds should not kill a red dot, like not even close, but it killed that one. So yeah, I took it into Shields this afternoon, which I do work there. So, and actually some of the guys that work there with me were on my squad and saw the whole thing shake down. And so they were like, yeah, all right, like we'll just swap it out. Because if you didn't know, Shields actually, they are a warranty like service place for Vortex optics. So if you have Vortex stuff break and you're near a Shields, take it in, and Shields will like swap you out for the whatever the new one that you need is, or they'll put the money towards a different optic if that's what you want to do, like a different Vortex product. So so that's pretty cool. And anyway, they don't make the Compdot anymore, so they actually just swapped it out for the Defender XL for me. Reading online, it sounds like there's not a whole lot of difference between the two, but the Defender XL is a little bit updated, so maybe it's a better design. But yeah, so that's what I've got on here now. I mounted it up at Shields, bore sighted it, and the bore sight was dead on. So I went and confirmed 0 earlier today. Didn't have to move anything, so that was cool. But yeah, first problem that I've had with a pistol red dot, and it's kind of weird, so I thought I'd make a little video about it. But yeah, also on a totally different note, I switched things up just a little bit, very little bit. Originally, when I started shooting pistol dots, I was using a hollow sun with a very small, like 2 or 3 MOA dot. And when I got that Compdot, I went full swing the other way and got an 8 MOA. But at the section match last weekend or 2 weekends ago, whenever it was, I didn't have a very easy time calling my shots on some of the tighter, farther partial targets. So I went down a dot size to a 5 MOA this time with the Defender XL. So they make the Defender XL also in an 8, but I think they make a 2 as well if you want to get really small. So they kind of have a small, medium, and large. I thought the 2 was a little too small when I was using that on the hollow sun, and I was thinking the 8 was a little too big when I was using that, so hopefully the 5 will work out really well. But anyway, that's my little update with this whole situation. So hats off to Vortex for standing by their product and having a good warranty. Hopefully I don't need to use it again, because that was a real bummer. But stuff happens, so oh well.